And here we are again. Onward we go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Blah, blah,
What
blah.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Which way?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Maybe if I actually follow his instructions, I'll get out of here. I can hope.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
No.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hey, check this out. Going in here
Oh,
again.
no. Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Annoying you. I get far too much enjoyment out of this broom closet. Okay. Okay. So
Coming to a
supposed go up,
staircase,
right?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Can't go in here, can I? Can I go this way? No.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
You don't
Shocked,
say.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
These are some
What he
creepy
could not
pictures.
have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so
Really?
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Yeah,
by sheer
totally
luck.
random.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
So I'm supposed to push. Is that bad? Boop. Yeah, for once you actually wanted me to push the button. That makes me happy.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
What?
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I'm just gonna go with it. I'm tired of telling you my name's not Stanley. You're just not
Stanley
gonna get
walked
it.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Tempting, but I want this to end.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, hey!
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Another button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
That guy
Each
got
bore the
fired.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
A lot of people
and
work here.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Is that right? So what happens when I push this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Elevator.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the
really
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
That makes me
For
sad.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Off. What's going on? It's very dark in here. I can't see.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
That'd be nice.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Awesome.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
I really don't care.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
I don't
What
care.
other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Don't
But
care.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Just
For
let
it was not
me
knowledge
out.
or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let
Look,
go.
pretty bird.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Well, as soon as the door finishes opening. Okay, awesome.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the
It is
way,
pretty out here.
right now, that things were meant to happen.
I like it.
And Stanley was happy.
Happy. No, 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 no. I win! You're supposed to let me out now. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just keep doing what I'm doing.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along.
Is that
I got
right?
what I wanted.
No, this is not what I wanted. I wanted out. Not to start over again. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Well, I don't care.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I totally want to go to the employee lounge.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
You seem
Thank
way
goodness Stanley
more
had taken
interested
this
than I do
detour
in this room.
on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Are you on something?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story is... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Absolutely
Are you that
none for
convinced
you.
that I want something bad to happen to you? What?
Pretty much.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
You know what? No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've
Yes, I
chosen?
do.
Well, don't let me stop you.
I won't.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you
Well,
not think I put a
following
lot
your
of time
story
into
didn't
that?
help me.
But I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me
I like skill
absolutely
trees. Those are
nothing so
awesome.
far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
All right.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Got a
Go ahead,
weird
Stanley.
door.
Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Sure.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Interesting. Okay. Uh-huh. Really? I suck. I'm going this way.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
No.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh crap. Screw this. Burn, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did
Yep.
you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite you.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
What you got?
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Whoa. We're in
Well, Stan, is this
Minecraft?
any better? At last, the one thing you've
Oh, great, I
always
still can't
desired.
jump.
A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
No.
But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Oh, good for you. What the?
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
That's it?
I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Really?
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Not gonna kill me or something.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Really?
Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay. Guess we're going mining. Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. You can give me one.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
Whoa.
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What the?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious.
How did I get stuck
Let's
in
go
a
find out
portal?
what the hell this is.
I'm gonna try. Whoa! I can pick it up. I can pick something up! Hooray! I picked something up.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Yep. Okay, take this little block here. Put it on this button here.
Genius.
And
No,
then
actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game...
Screw this, I'm going down here. Whee! There's no fall damage in here. It's very dark. Filing cabinets. Whoa! The heck was that about? Yeah, here we go. Nothing to say anymore? Just me. It's fine. I'm tired of listening to you blather on anyway. Stanley, jerk. Big blue button. All these buttons and I can't really push them. Go back the other way, I guess. What happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the
I
confusion.
just
That's
want
who I am.
out.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Of course you
The
will.
end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Sure.